RetroSynth Radio, broadcasting from the beautiful world of nostalgia, straight from RetroSynth shores. You're listening to Casual Fridays with Dan. I'm your host, Miami Dan, and I am joined by my wonderful and amazing co-host, April O'Neil. Say hi, April. How you doing?
Hello, hello, and happy Friday, everyone.
Yes.
It's a beautiful day here in Nostalgia.
Yeah, it is. It's still sort of summer here, but you can feel it that it's not quite summer anymore, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, here in Nebraska, it is 73 degrees, which I'm happy about, so
Nice.
It feels like fall until maybe probably tomorrow when it'll get hot again. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
You
that
never
here,
know
too.
with the weather.
Right. Yeah, it does that here too.
But in Nostalgia, it's always perfect and beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, palm trees, the ocean, boats, flamingos. It's great.
Everything. The neon glimmering.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And who knows? There's talks. There's talks about bringing our listeners into the world of RetroSynth shores. It is something is brewing. I'm not going to give away too many details, but it does involve MCTV, Midnight City Television, the official app of RetroSynth Records, and Synthwave. That is available on Roku, Apple, and Android. You can scan the QR codes there on your screen to download it to your device of choice. But yes, there is talks about bringing the world of Novostalgia, especially RetroSynth Shores, into, let's just say, the physical realm of Florida. So
yes, and
we'll see.
It is brewing. The neon is brewing, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
It'll be freaking amazing. But we're trying to do something like that. So, played a bunch of songs before we went live. I did, of course, the brand new song by Joey Arena, along with, I can't believe I say this, Robert Tepper, with No Easy Way Out, on RetroSynth Records. And I found out just the other day that our video that's on the RetroSynth channel is the official video. Like, that's it.
That's awesome.
Both
That is
Arena
great.
and Robert Tepper will be promoting it heavily, which is just absolutely bonkers that we have on RetroSynth an
Absolutely,
original
and
80s musician.
I know, and I love that song in the 80s as it was, and he did a fantastic job with that, and having, the original with him singing on it is just incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, and I was speaking with Arena just the other day, and I was like, we were talking about the song and stuff like that. And I said, dude, what was it like to work with Robert Tepper? He's like, the dude was just humble and a gentleman and was like so excited. Like, you would think, you just have this thing that, all these guys are standoffish, or you can't approach them, or you can't talk to them. And he was like, no, it was completely opposite. Like, he was absolutely thrilled to do this project, and then he was all on board with going on his social media profiles and promoting it. And I wrote the I wrote the song to be in the original key, and when Robert sings the song live nowadays, when he goes out and performs, he ratchets it down an octave or two because his voice just can't get that high anymore. Robert is 75 years old.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, and speaking of 80s artists, I was going through YouTube this morning, and guess what popped up?
Oh, what's that?
Jimmy Jamison of Survivor just released an official live video of Burning Heart, and they are going to put out a new album, 1998 live hits dropping in December. So they're releasing some of those old tracks that we know and love, and I was a huge Survivor fan.
Yeah, me too, back in the day.
I mean, that Burning Heart video he did in the 80s, I had a major crush on him.
Oh, yeah.
Back then. So it's cool that all these artists that we know and love are kind of coming out of the woodworks again. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah, I had the hugest crush on Cyndi Lauper. Huge crush on Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, I loved her too. I remember being probably around 12 years old, and I had this girl across the street named Michelle. She was one of my best friends back then. We had a little singing group on weekends, and we would go up and down the street singing Cyndi Lauper and Madonna and whatever the hits were back then. And there was a little church up the hill that we would go to, and we did kind of our first solo there. And she asked the minister, can we sing Crazy for You? And the pastor's like, I don't think that's appropriate. But we ended up singing We Are the World.
Yeah, crazy for you probably wouldn't really jive with a pastor.
I mean, unless you said I'm crazy for Jesus or
right.
whatever.
Yeah,
maybe.
you gotta
when you're 12, probably not the most appropriate thing to be singing.
Probably not. No. Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, some we've lost some sadly, but I mean, like nowadays, even Billy Idol is out there still doing his thing and sounding absolutely amazing. But when to go back to this No Easy Way Out song, Joey told me that for this recording, especially, Robert recorded his voice in the original key. And he was like, I haven't sang that high in years, and that's like, because I asked him, I was like, are you using like, Melodyne or Auto-Tune or anything on his voice? He's like, no, not one lick of it, not 1 ounce. It's like, yeah, sure, you get like the, your little reverb and delay like you do with pretty much any other vocals to make them sound better. But he's like, no, I didn't have to alter Robert's voice at all. I'm like,
wow. That's just awesome.
It's like, that guy is 75 years old and he's singing like that. I was like, that's class. That's class and just raw talent. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was just going to welcome everybody in the chat.
We have a bunch of people.
Just popped in, and Mimo. We have Arthur. We have Rapsu. We have Nicola Rickson.
Yep. Yeah, a bunch of people.
I think I got everybody. Welcome everybody.
Yeah, and we are joined by Hal once again. Go ahead, Hal, do your thing. Oh, Hal is malfunctioning. Never mind. He's just going to sit there and chill. That's okay. Hal can, he can, it is the Hal 9000, built in 1963. So he can get a little malfunctioning. That's kind of, what happened with Dave and all.
Yeah, well, I see him sparking, so maybe he's just doing some synthwave and chill right now.
Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes he gets like that. So I have up on deck here, I got some songs for you all. We had some new releases, and we also had some stuff from our friends over at Retro Reverb that I'm going to play. But we do have 6 Mix 6 here, so let's just get right on over to it, because 6 Mix 6 has a brand new track. So let's play the brand new 6 Mix 6 track. This is called Water. Water, the latest single by 6mix6. I like that. That's like 70s funk with a little bit of disco mixed in with 80s jive, and yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, it is. And I don't care what 6mix6 does. He literally nails it every single time.
I have to agree.
I just love his stuff.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think Hal wants to say something now. I had to reboot him. That's usually always the case. Sometimes I have to reboot Hal while, he malfunctions and melts down. Let's see if he actually talks now. Go ahead.
Wow, that song really touched my synthetic heart. I almost don't know what to say.
Yeah, I have to agree. See, now he talks. But yeah, that was good stuff. Good stuff.
Absolutely.
I like the new logo setup for 6mix6. Have you noticed that him change the logo around a bit now? Like 6mix6 is now stacked like that.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty cool how he did that.
Yeah, I like that. Let's see. Just going through here. I have real quick. Forgot to mention, I got just all like sidetracked from Hal malfunctioning and junk. With playing after Arena's song with No Easy Way Out, I played 2 songs back to back off of the Outrunner album and Stellar Drifter, and that is just a little celebration for the fact that Stellar Drifter is now in stock. All the vinyl is here, and if you placed an order for Stellar Drifter, those will be shipping out this weekend. So that was just a little announcement from me to all of you, and once again, thank you for your patronage. Outrunner definitely appreciates your support. Thank you for your patience, too, because it has taken pretty much this entire year to get to this point, so I want to thank you all. It was a little bit of a rough pre-order, and then after we got the pre-order going, the manufacturer went into a 12-week turnaround time, so it's like, you're killing me. But they're all finally here, and it's they all get a special treatment as a thanks from Outrunner and RetroSynth Records. Those all get a special signature series treatment, so they will all have Outrunner's signature on the jacket itself, and the jackets themselves are made of vinyl. They're not cardboard, so it will hold up for years and years and years of enjoyment without worrying about it getting scratched or dented or anything like that. So to all of you who purchased, thank you very much. And the vinyl itself looks amazing. It is black, but is like that high super gloss mirror like finish. It's just absolutely amazing. And of course it was all specially mastered for vinyl by Christopher J. Payne. So and then right after that I played a Neutron Dreams track, which was The Blue Lagoon, the original mix, and that has a story which it has like 7 different remixes of that one song in all different styles and shapes and forms.
Nice.
So
it's such a great song too.
It's one of our favorites. It's fun playing it live, I could tell you that right now, because the easiest part to actually play it is the bass line. So when Chris and I team up, he plays that very complicated arpeggio and of course the delayed piano part of it, and then I handle the pads and the bass line, and it's
nice.
Fun. It's very fun to play that song live. So all right, so let me just get us back on track here. Where is it? I have some stuff I got to play for you all. Stuff that's kind of secret. So it'll give you all a little sneak peek. Oh, before we move on, now that Hal's back online, he wants to say hi. Go ahead.
Greetings, everyone. I'm the HAL 9000I assistant. Welcome to Casual Fridays with Dan.
Yes, welcome. Go ahead, say all your greetings. Go ahead, get it out of your system.
Greetings 6 Mix 6. So nice of you to join us. Greetings Arthur Rook. So nice of you to join us.
Yes. Do you have any others? Oh, yep, there. Go ahead, say that one.
Greetings Nicholas Rayson. So nice of you to join us.
I love how he says that.
I know, it's
Nicholas
great.
Rickson, you know. Oh, don't forget. Go ahead, keep going.
Greetings Io. So nice of you to join us.
Let's see. Do we have anybody else that he wants to say hi to? Oh, Rising Field just joined in. Welcome, Rising Field.
Hello, Rising Field.
Oh,
and
Raps.
I am your program director, in case you forgot.
That's right. You are the taskmaster.
Greetings
commander.
Rex93. So nice of you to join us.
Yeah.
As he says.
I was trying to see if there's anybody else here. Oh, go ahead.
Greetings Arthur Rook. So nice of you to join us.
Yes, greetings, Arthur. Arthur's got some new stuff coming. So, Arthur of Hoffman Cruise. There's going to be some new music coming. I can't freaking wait.
I can't either.
I love the fact that we have like our own freaking Dance of the Dead with us. You know, just freaking amazing.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. Go ahead. He's got one more.
Greetings Rising Field. So nice of you to join us.
Yeah, we want to get Rising Field. Oh, we are joined by Jesse Mock. Welcome, Jesse. Thank you for joining.
Hey, Jesse. Great to see you as always.
Greetings Jesse Mock. So nice of you to join us.
Yes. I think we got everybody. Oh, Synth Fellow Hawk is here too. Welcome, Synth Fellow Hawk. I don't know if Hal recognizes you, though, so we're going to have to get you into Hal's database, which I can take care of while we're playing a song. So, all right, so we got some more music. We got stuff that released like earlier in the week, and we have stuff that released today. I have a song here that I haven't. I
know one song that has been living in my head all morning. The new Arcade Beach song. My God, it's great.
The new Arcade Beach song?
Yeah. Dance the Pain Away. Is that released yet?
I don't think so. I mean, look.
I know it was in the email blast, so I wasn't sure.
I don't think it's out yet.
But yeah, it's coming, and it's worth hearing.
No, it is out today.
Oh, it is out today.
It is out today. I got to bring that up. All right, well, let's get that into the rotation for today. In the meantime, let's play the brand new from Positronic. This is A Sky Full of Stars. Sky Full of Stars, the latest single by Positronic. We have Memory Design in the house. Hal, do your thing.
Welcome, Memory Design. So nice of you to join us.
Yes, it is so nice of you to join us, Memory Design. I like that new one by Positronic. What do you think?
I do, and it's a rising field. Yeah, it's a dancer there. Good to dance to.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I have some more new stuff I'm going to play. We got I got one from last week and this week over from our friends over at Retro Reverb. I have brand new by MTTM. This is We Are Alive.
Out of time. Have you lost your faith in me? May we find it in the end. We may find ourselves again. What if we're standing by the edge? What if the sea seeks revenge? You once believed in mysteries. Could it be buried at the sea with you? You too. You see it too. And after all, at the end, we may wake up and live again. Could it be we've lost touch? Do you feel it's far too much? Maybe this is not the fall. Can you see it after all? What if we're standing by the edge? What if the sea seeks revenge? You once believed in mysteries. Could it be buried at the sea with you? You too. You see it too. And after all, at the end, we may wake up and live again. Hold the line, hold the line. The winds are howling, the winds are howling, the winds are howling, the winds are howling. What if we're standing by the edge? What if the sea seeks revenge? You once believed in mysteries. Could it be buried at the sea with you? You too. You see it too. And after all, at the end, we may wake up and live again.
We Are Alive by MTTM. I love that. It's got some of those dark wave gothic vibes to it.
I do too, and I always love MTTM as it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I
It
agree.
has that industrial kind of feel to it as well.
Right. Yep. So we're talking about industrial last time. Don't get me off on a tangent again.
Yes, let's not go off the rails again.
Right. Well, we'll go right back to playing KMFDM and stuff like that, and Skinny Puppy. Yeah. No. That we'll go down a whole dark wave and dark synth type of playlist if we do that.
Yeah.
I think Hal's ready to say hello, so go ahead, Hal, do your thing.
Greetings, Synth Fellow Hawk. So nice of you to join us.
Yes, there we go. Synth Fellow Hawk is now appropriately in HAL 9000's memory banks, so it is good to do that. And we have Memory Design is now lurking, so thank you for joining here. Let's see, we got one more to play over from our friends at Retro Reverb by Alex Vecchetti. This is Dementia. Or Dementica. There we go.
Suggerite dallo schermo che ti dice che il mondo non è tondo ed il giusto è un vagabondo. Ti dice che il passato è un soggetto a cambi fatti da te, che anch'esso è mutevole, che puoi cambiarlo anche te. Dimentica che tanto l'ore arriverà, i forti sono immobili, gli assassini nobili. Dimentica calpesta la realtà, aprendo la memoria, la fine su di noi. L'algoritmo è il presente, il codice cambia il tuo passato, ogni violenza, ogni violazione giustifica che non più reato, cambiando ciò che è stato, non si controlla l'avvenire, continua tu a fingere, continua tu a mentire. Dimentica che tanto l'ore arriverà, i forti sono immobili, gli assassini nobili. Dimentica calpesta la realtà, aprendo la memoria, la fine su di noi.
I'm going to try to say that. Dementica by Alex Vecchetti. I'm assuming that was in all Italian.
Yes.
Because he lives in Italy, so I'm assuming that was all Italian. I recognized some of the words in there, so it definitely sounded like Italian to me.
Yeah, his Alex's last album was almost in Italian too.
Yeah.
So yeah, he does a lot of his tracks totally Italian.
Yeah, fantastic song. Like, wow, the production of that track is like mind-bending. That was so good. So yes, brand new by Alex Vecchetti. Brand new track by Von Kaiser. This is Mona Lisa Overdrive. Mona Lisa Overdrive by Von Kaiser. MCTV is in the house. Welcome, MCTV.
Hello, James, and welcome in.
It's awesome to see you. I see. Hang on one second. Need to change some things here. There we go. Just need to turn something off here. I need to refresh the app here to make things work properly. Just a brief moment.
Yeah, he says, late is always your fashionably late, James. Yeah. Fashionably late. You know, you're right on time.
Fashion. Let me just bring up this thing again. So yeah, I'm going to have some sneak peeks for you all. I'm not going to say what it is until I do it, so, but you're going to have to stick around for sure. Maybe in like the next half hour we'll do it, because I just noticed it's almost 4 o'clock already. Like, wow. It goes by fast. So fast.
Yes, it does.
Well, it goes by fast now, especially now that you're here. So it makes the time just fly. Okay.
I know.
So
It's always fun when you're doing it with someone else.
Oh, I totally agree. And hence I was kind of lonely for a while. Hence why I had to implement an AI program from 1963. Don't want to say it too loud because he is always
well, now
watching
you have
me.
me supervising and commanding.
Yeah, of course.
Like the other night, Wednesday, it was my 15th res day in Second Life. I've been there 15 years, and they gave me a party. And there was like 50 people there at this party, and Blake was DJing in the background, and 3 hours has went by before we even knew what was going. It was like 2 a.m. in the morning. It's like, wow, this is crazy. And I guess you do meet a lot of people over 15 years, but it was packed. There was like 60 people. It's like, holy crap.
That's nuts.
The time just flew by.
That's nuts. That's nuts. Yeah. Yeah, time is all relative,
It is.
It can go super fast like a lightning bolt, or it can draw out like a blade, One of my favorite movie quotes of all time happens to deal with time and the relativity of time. Have you ever seen the movie, I think it's called Into the Blue?
I don't know if I have or not.
It's a shark movie.
No, because I
Okay.
don't watch horror movies. At all,
Oh
'cause I
yeah,
have
oh yeah. This is
nightmares.
definitely up there in the scare factor. So, it stars LL Cool J. All right, and the premise is it's an underwater laboratory, and they are experimenting on sharks because they discovered that if they can hype up the smartness factor of the sharks, then they can withdraw from their brain a protein and enzyme that can help cure Alzheimer's, right? So that's the premise of the movie. So they make sharks super smart. Well, of course, as you pretty much realize, everything goes off the rails. The sharks start attacking the humans and start killing and eating everybody. But there is a part in the movie where the character played by LL Cool J is like with another character, and they're running from the sharks, and they're in a room, and they're talking about how they couldn't realize how much time has passed. He's like, time is all relative. They're like, well, what do you mean? He's like, well, for example, you put your hands on a hot stove, because he's a cook. That's the other thing. He's a chef in the movie. He's like, you put your hands on a hot stove, and a second can feel like a minute, But you put your hands on a hot woman, and a minute can feel like a second. And I was like, it's all relative. I was like, that was like the best description ever of the theory of time relativity. Because, it just, when you're doing something that you don't want to do, time, or like, you're injured or something like that, time can feel like it goes on forever, especially if you're in a lot of pain. But if you're doing something that you enjoy, time goes by like that, And he's like, it's all relative. And I was like, he's just about right.
Right.
And
I think my favorite time quote, me being a total nerd of sci-fi and adventure, Lord of the Rings, when Gandalf says, all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. So
true.
You can make things go incredibly slow, or, have fun and go with it, and time just goes by quickly in the blink of an eye.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's important that we make effective use of the time that we have.
Yes.
Otherwise, they're just fleeting moments. So.
And that's so important because we're not promised tomorrow or any given time,
Right.
So it's good to make use of the time we have and do our best to be that light or, be a good friend and help the neighbor and all that good stuff.
Right. Yeah. I think Hal says it best.
I've seen things you little people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion bright as magnesium. I rode on the back decks of a linker and watched his glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. All those moments will be lost in time like tears in the rain.
Yeah. Of course, it wasn't Hal that actually said those words. We're talking, of course, about Blade Runner.
Yes.
But he had to incorporate that. So, but speaking of time, in the midst of time that we've been bantering and the other song that was playing, I managed to summon up the brand new single by Arcade Beach.
Yes.
So, for your listening pleasure, here is the brand new single by Arcade Beach. This is Dance the Pain Away.
Sparks in the dark, now it's cold in here.
absolutely incredible Dance the Pain Away, the brand new single by Arcade Beach, released today. Head over to retrosynthrecords.bandcamp.com or over, of course, to Arcade Beach's Bandcamp page. What do you think of that one, April? I love that.
I have listened to that track 10 times today.
10 times? Okay, I guess you really like it.
I love that track. I've been playing it over and over at least 10 times today.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. How would you like a sneak peek, huh? Would you like a sneak peek at something, April?
Yes, absolutely.
Something that no one else has heard yet. No one's heard this song, that I know of anyway, except for, of course, the creator of the song and me.
And you.
I mean, maybe some other people have heard it, but nothing official. But I'm not even going to announce it. I'm just going to let the announcement speak for itself. But we do have a special sneak peek for an album that is releasing next Thursday. And this album will be releasing digitally, and it will also have accompanying with it CDs, cassettes, and vinyl, all available through RetroSynth Records, of course. So let's play a sneak peek, shall we? What do you think, chat? You think we should play it? Yeah. All right. So without further ado, RetroSynth Records is very proud to provide this sneak peek of a pillar of synthwave.
Attention all passengers on Flight 427 to New York. We are now ready to begin boarding.
Yes. Miami Nights, 1984, with his brand new album coming out next week, next Thursday. And that is just one song off of this more business wave type album. I would definitely gander into business wave, chill wave, a little bit of vapor going on there. Definitely, yeah, that whole vibe is part of this entire album, and I can tell you all, it's amazing, and it's a little departure, of course, from Miami Nights. Being the pillar of synthwave that he is, he did Gunblaze Assault with us, the OST to a PlayStation game that was never created, and now stretching his legs into more of a chill vibe with this latest album, and it's going to be fantastic. So we cannot wait to have that come out next week.
It's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I still kind of it's still kind of neat that we have the inventor of the word synthwave with us. That's just one of the ones that started it all. And he works hand in hand with us with his releases now. So it's just absolutely amazing. So yeah, get ready. It will be available digitally, and then of course CD and cassette along with vinyl through RetroSynth Records. I can tell you the vinyl looks sweet. Working really closely with Miami Nights to design the vinyl and make it happen. So hopefully you are all in for a real treat. We'll be making those announcements next week, so definitely stay tuned. Okay, yes. I got some more music for you. Next up is the brand new song from the collaboration of Pashang and Isidore. This is Mindscape. And that was Mindscape by Pashang and Isidore.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
I do too.
I think I gotta play one for someone special that's in the chat. So let me do that now. This is the latest single called Time Shift by Rising Field. Time Shift by Rising Field. I love that one.
Yeah, it's great. And it's all about time today, isn't it?
Right. Have you noticed the theme?
Yeah, we're on the time theme, That's great.
Time is so fleeting. It really is. It's important that you all make sure that you take the time to spend with those that you care about, and that you're able to break away from your busy day, work day, whatever it might be, to make sure that, either you're talking to and you're caring about those who care about you. And if there is no other significant one in your life, or family, what if you're all alone? Then what do you do? Well, then if you're creative, by all means, get creating. If you're an artist, paint, sculpt, draw. If you're a musician, by all means, make music. And those things are timeless.
Yes.
We celebrate musicians and artists who are here and gone. They're long gone. And actors, they make their movies and then they're gone. They leave us, but their creative works are still around. I mean, we just lost the legendary Robert Redford. It's like, wow, that dude was influential. The whole Sundance and all that stuff. He was, influential for sure. But yeah, it just makes you think, and or if you're crazy like me and you're working 14 hours a day, it's about making sure that in between sleep and work and possibly eating, that you make sure that you definitely check in on your loved ones and so on and so forth. So
exactly. And I know, me being alone most of the time,
right.
Holiday season is coming up, which can be very difficult for a lot of people, especially when you don't have a significant other or family. And I remember a holiday, I think it was Christmas or something, that I was just feeling down and depressed and alone.
Right.
And so what I did, I went to the dollar store down the street where I lived, and they had these little angels and stuff for like $1, and I bought the whole lot. And instead of just sitting at home depressed, I went to the nursing homes and the hospital and gave them out to the people who were there and the people who had been forgotten, that didn't have anybody. And that kind of makes you not feel so alone, because you're kind of giving to the greater good as well.
Right. Yeah.
And so, you can reach out to people as well, when that helps a lot.
Yeah, and especially when, like I said, when you are in your situation, sometimes it's that giving back to others, just like you're talking about. It's connecting with humanity, and kind of, like how they say, misery loves company. Well,
yes.
If you're alone and they're alone, and then you get together, well, now you're no longer alone, because now you have each other,
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just about that commonality of humanity that can sometimes bring us together. So that's all.
And
great.
making that connection.
Yeah.
And it's something I think we all need to do more of, because we are more stronger united than we are divided.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, just a little, little mention of time, because we only have so much of it, and it's about what we do with our time that is very important. So, just wanted to, of course, do that little humanity check with you all before we play the next song. We were just played, Time Shift by Rising Field. But as time is fleeting and summer is just about leaving us, let's play something by Jesse Mock. This is off of Summer Danger. And that was Night Heat Scanner off of Summer Danger by Jesse Mock. Jesse's got all kinds of stuff. It's hard to keep up. Jesse and a few others release quite frequently, but that is definitely one of them. And just about Jesse, you can support Jesse Mock through purchasing his vinyl of Dice of Doom. You can head over to retrosynthrecords.bandcamp.com and place your order for Jesse Mock's Dice of Doom, the Dungeons and Dragons inspired song. Oh, not song, album. It's an entire album inspired by Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, and another thing about Jesse, he's another artist who literally nails it every single time.
Yeah. There's
not one song he has done that I have not loved.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Want to play, he left the chat, but it was in my rotation. I just wanted to get a song out for it. We're going to play off of When the Moon Rises by Hoffman Cruz. Drive off of When the Moon Rises by Hoffman Cruz.
I really like that.
Yeah, I love that entire album. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fun. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, I agree. I want to play the new one by Drumwave, Looks That Kill, featuring Justin Clunk. Looks That Kill, featuring Justin Clunk by Drumwave.
That is one of those songs, and Drumwave always says it just reaches into your soul and just grabs it.
Yeah, I agree. Did you see his post on Facebook?
Yes.
About him, you know, the battles that he goes through and how he's putting it into his music. You can definitely tell where that guy's coming from.
Absolutely. And, there's a lot of people that go through that, me included, especially this time of year and the holidays.
Yeah.
And I think during those darkest times in life, that's when I tend to be the most creative, and I put out the best stuff, whether it's in writing or whatever I'm doing. It kind of just drags that emotion out, because the purpose of the art is to grab emotions from other people, and if it brings an emotion out, then I see that as some form of success, because it reaches people on that higher level. And that song, my gosh, it's just
Yeah. That one and Severed.
Yes.
Yeah. We're got to convince him to release all these in album format and of course, in the sequence, because he's taking you on a journey of just a roller coaster of emotions. And just hats off to the amazing Drumwave. And again, someone else that I kind of like pinch myself. I'm like, we got Drumwave?
Yes.
What? Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite human beings too. So very,
He's
very
such
cool.
an incredible guy.
Yeah, and very, very humble.
Yes.
Very humble, very down to earth, larger than life. I totally like the one thing is, there's doing favors for people, and then there's like taking care of friends, and that was one of the things where it was like taking care of friends kind of thing.
Yes.
When I I saw him up in Brooklyn, and my son and I are just standing out there, and it's freezing cold out, and we're kind of just waiting around, and the people won't let us in and stuff like that. And it's like, well, because we were trying to get there so we can take pictures and all that other stuff.
Right.
And then I turn around, and who do I see? But Juan, there he is. He's like, "What's up, brother? How are you?" Comes up, gives me a hug, shakes my hand, sees my son, does the same thing to him. He said, You guys ready for the show?" And you're like, "Yeah." He's like, Are they taking care of you?" I'm like, "No, not at all."
No.
He's like, "Stay right here." So he goes up and talks to the people. And then he's like, because before the show, I was like, I'll buy the ticket, stuff. I come see. He's like, no, don't worry about that. He's like, I'll take care of you. I'm like, okay. And I figure I'll just, get a ticket, whatever. But then I get there, and little did I know that he spoke with Jordy about it too, and they granted us all access passes.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So for, I'd say like an hour or so before the show, we just hung out in the green room with Josh Daly and, a Time Cop and Drumwave. It was just amazing, and just chit-chatting and just enjoying each other's company. It was really, really, really fun. Did the cool, shaking hands, get autographs and all kinds of stuff, lots of pictures. And then, just put on a fantastic show. And then, the after show thing was just awesome too. Again, just hanging out, talking about, shop music, all that stuff, and just, taking it easy, So it was really cool. But yeah, really cool human being, Juan, Mr. Drumwave, the live drummer for Time Cop, and rumor has it there's gonna be another tour next year, so that'd be really
I'm
cool.
hoping I can make it to the next tour. I haven't seen them yet, but I'm hoping this next tour.
Well, hopefully it comes somewhere near Nebraska. I just,
Well, the closest is Denver, and that's about 8 hours away from me.
Yikes.
So
That's a bit of a
it's
drive.
still a ways. It's still a drive. I would
Yeah.
have to take a train or a bus or whatever.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to be driving 8 hours. You'll be exhausted for sure. I've done that, and it's not fun.
Yeah, I've done it too, and it's just, I hate driving as it is, so if somebody else could drive, you know, more power.
Yeah.
More power.
Yeah, I hear you. Got a couple more songs I want to play for you today before we head out. Available on vinyl by Lavalette. This is off of their new album, Love and Lies.
Honey, keep your eyes on me. I know you can feel it. Nothing worth it's easy. You're the one thing I can feel. I'll fight for us. I'll fight the pain. I'll fight for love. It's coming, coming, that summer rain. Even when you push away, I'll keep coming back for more. Try to fight the urge to stay. Know that I can take the storm. Know that I can take the storm. I'll fight for us. I'll fight the pain. I'll fight for love. It's coming, coming, that summer rain. Tell me what you're thinking. Don't give up on me now. I can't take you leaving. Stay until the sun goes down. I'll fight for us. I'll fight the pain. I'll fight for love. It's coming, coming, that summer rain. I'll fight for us. I'll fight the pain. I'll fight for love. It's coming, coming, that summer rain.
And that was Summer Rain off of the Love and Lies album, the latest by Lavalette.
Always good. Always good.
Lavalette is from Lavalette, New Jersey.
Nice. I didn't even know there was a Lavalette, New Jersey.
There is. It's down at the Jersey Shore.
Nice.
Yep. Okay. Let's play a song off of Subterranean by Synthfellow Hawk. don't know if Synth Fellowhawk is still in the chat, April, but who does that remind you of? If you can think about like bigger names, especially one that just released a new song just the other day, who does that sound like to you?
I'm trying to place it, but it's recognizable.
Yeah, very recognizable. One of the, should I say, pillars of Synthwave. I actually played a song by them on Wednesday, and then 3/4 of the way through it, YouTube shut the show off.
Crap!
Yeah, they shut down the show because I was playing a copyrighted thing. So that song that I was playing by this particular group flagged the live stream, and YouTube shut it down. I went back later and figured out it was that. That was the song. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'm not playing that one again.
Yeah, a little reminiscent of the Midnight.
There you go. See, I knew you would know. I just knew it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, the
those
Midnight.
new tracks, they just released one yesterday that
Yeah.
was just incredible called Runaway.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
I
one I'm
am
talking
so-
about. Is Runaway? Yeah, I played
Runaway.
the music video, and then they shut down my stream. Like, oops, can't do that one again.
No, can't do it. Oops.
Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. You know. So. Oh wow! It's just about time to end the show. I just realized,
Yes.
wow, it's already getting quite late in the show. Is there anything you want to say before we log off for the day?
Yeah, I just want to wish everyone a happy weekend, and thank you so much for joining us today. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, go ahead and do that.
Yep. Please do what I call the cool YouTube thing: like, share, subscribe, hit
Yes.
the bellification icon so that you are notified whenever we go live. Because here at RetroSynth Records and RetroSynth Radio, we go live quite often. And since you are the program director here, Miss April O'Neill, why don't you just briefly rattle off our DJ shows for our audience here today?
Yeah, we got several. We have every other weekend. We have the Electro Disco and show by Jonesy, and then we have Bluetown Electronica show by Paul and Dean. That will be next weekend because they did show last weekend. Every Thursday we have Synth Pop Symphony by Matt Williams, and he is fantastic. He's syndicated over 300 radio stations, including iHeartRadio. We have Nicholas Rickson doing his mini show on Wednesday mornings. We have Dave and Warren who do their show at 10 a.m. on Tuesday mornings. And of course, Dan does his Wacky Wednesdays. And then we have today. So lots of good shows to check out. And also, they air on MCTV. So if you have not downloaded the app and you want to watch great music videos like it was in the 80s, go ahead and get that app. You'll love it.
Yeah. MCTV, or Midnight City Television, is available on your Roku, Apple, and Android devices. If you have an Apple or Android device, you can scan the corresponding QR code down in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, directly underneath of HAL, and that will take you to the app on the App Store of your device. And it is a 100% free app that is 24/7 streaming with on-demand video services and games and trivia. So, and it's still growing. We're still adding lots of content. There's all kinds of other things coming, including playable games. I think there's going to be like an online magazine, stuff like that. All kinds of things that are coming. It's just not going to stop, and it's just more and more and more content that you can take with you wherever you go. So definitely check out MCTV. Yeah. Gonna end. I usually end with a Neutron Dreams or one of my tracks. However, I just not feeling it today. So, and I wanna pay a little homage to Memory Design and congratulations of his new career, and also talk about another release that's coming out next week. So next week on Thursday, we have the brand new album Cosmolus. I always pronounce it wrong, but that's from Miami Nights 1984. That's on Thursday. And then on Friday, we have the release by Bending Grid with Parallax Deluxe Edition, and it will be available on a double disc CD and double disc vinyl. So
Nice.
don't want to miss it, and it will include all of the original 20 songs of Parallax and also the remixes. So you definitely don't want to miss the brand new Parallax Deluxe Edition by Bending Grid. So with that, we are going to play this song that puts Memory Design and Bending Grid together. So we're going to round out the show with that song. So before I play, of course, thank you all for being here. It has been amazing. Shout outs to those in the chat we have. Let's see. Hopefully I don't miss anyone. Jesse Mock, of course, yourself, the wonderful, the amazing April O'Neill, our program director here at RetroSynth Radio. We have Rising Field, Jesse Mock, of course, Memory Design dropped in. Let me see who else is in the chat. Arthur dropped in earlier. I saw Rapsu93 here. I'm just scrolling.
Mimo.
Yeah, Mimo was here in the very beginning. 6Mix6 dropped in. Synthwave dropped in. I'm just seeing if I missed anybody. Oh, Nicholas Rickson himself was here as well.
Let's see. Ancient Observer had dropped in.
Yeah. I think I got everybody. Thank you all for
And
joining.
James of MCTV.
Oh, yes, of course. How can I forget James of MCTV? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
can't
thank you,
forget
James, for
James.
dropping on in. But yeah, and speaking of MCTV, before I go, we just had a major update to the app. So by all means, update it in your app store if it doesn't automatically update on your phone. Check it out. The update looks amazing, so don't want to miss on that. Lots of different new options have been added, so definitely check it out. So update your MCTV app. So Rising Phil just said, sorry, he was AFK. This is the end. Yep, it's the end. It's 5 o'clock, so it's time for us
Time's
to
run
go.
out.
Yep, it's time. Time has run out. So I'm going to play for you before we log off here for the day. More alive than ever before, the Bending Grid rework. So have a safe and wonderful rest of your weekend, everyone. And I personally will catch you all next week on Wednesday for Wacky Submission Wednesdays with Dan. See you then.
We are out of here.
Thank you.